Historically accurate, robust blade designed for fighting armor. You're simply not going to get through to wound him with an edge blow. It doesn't matter how hard I hit him or where I hit him. I can't cut through the armor with edge blows.
But a single plate in the fight book reveals a useful longsword technique against a knight. An unarmored man might be forced to fight an armored opponent due to rules stated in a judicial duel, or in the field of battle, or beyond the city walls trying to escape from the robber knights.
Talhoffer gives us the way of fighting a knight and beating him, and that is through the techniques of half-swording, where we're going to try and get that point in his visor, underneath his helmet, into his groin, behind his knee, under his arm, where he would normally have chainmail armor protecting him. But even then, the point's going to penetrate.
This technique of half-swording could also be used on unarmored opponents, and relies on the fact that some medieval blades are not sharp their entire length, and could be gripped when using specific fighting techniques. And one such move would make an opponent's armor almost irrelevant.
The interesting features about this sword are that not just the blade is able to be used defensively. The guard and the pommel are both pointed, and if you wanted to, you could use those as an active part of the weapon.
Talhoffer shows that besides the point, you also can use the hilt effectively to knock him about the head, to bash him with the pommel, or the pummel may even be where the phrase to pummel someone to death comes from. Striking with a hilt like this is like smashing with a war hammer. It doesn't look very lethal, but the mass and the weight on it actually has a tremendous amount of force behind it, and it will knock him senseless.
John Clement is going to try these half-sword techniques against a knight in full armor to test their effectiveness.
I'm so dangerous and potentially deadly in this thing that there's really not much I can do to try and hold back at all. I mean, I'm committed. And once I'm committed, the suit has a weight and deadliness all to its own.
Fighting unarmored against an armored knight, such as Talhoffer shows in his plate, I felt obviously more agile and quicker, but it didn't make that much of a difference. He wasn't so slow that I can take advantage of it. I saw openings, but I can't get to them because he's all over the place. But what I was able to do is hit with that hilt. We know these techniques, we train in these techniques. To go all out and fully do it, and to see that pommel smash and put a dent in his armor, and to see him pause because of that blow, that was enlightening. Wait and turn the thing up. You good?
What happened there, Aaron? What happened there, Aaron?
Well, in honesty, I'm still feeling the effects of that pommel strike from earlier when he hit me with the rear of his sword. The pommel on the end of it has so much momentum carrying right through the armor. It's actually making me sick to my stomach, and I'm having a hard time catching my breath and staying in the fight because I'm just sick. I felt it through my whole body.
This is the helmet he was wearing here. It's a historically accurate reproduction. It's the right thickness of metal, the right kind of metal, and the dents that were put on it. It's not easy to dent this kind of helmet, this kind of metal, and when I threw the blow, I could see him react. I was frankly pretty darn surprised that I could get it in there with that kind of force. We train hard, we train in these moves from Talhoffer, and Talhoffer specifically shows this technique in his image of an unarmored fighter against an armored fighter. It really does validate that technique.
Despite its brutal imagery and title, Talhoffer's fight book is not entirely focused on the martial arts and warfare.